Yo guys, how's it doing? This is your guy, Assistant Dave. Amid the release of the alpha test of League of Legends Wild Rift, there are more and more people who ask me, Dave, what's the difference between the two games? Are you going to play League of Legends Wild Rift when it comes out? Should I play Wild Rift when it comes out? Well, today I'm going to lay out some key differences between League of Legends Wild Rift and Mobile Legends so you can make the judgment yourself. Let's go.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you, just the thrill of it. Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit.
Graphics. As of now, we can see already that League of Legends Wild Rift in-game graphics, just like the PC version, really looks incredible, clean, crystal. Even just with the information we can collect from the announcements, Wild Rift already beat ML by miles. For League of Legends Wild Rift, you can actually tell what the hell is going on in a teamfight, whereas Mobile Legends teamfights are quite clustered, and sometimes even the professional casters do not know what the heck just happened. The overall resolution on Wild Rift just looks a lot higher. The jungle camps, for example, Mobile Legends jungle camps just feel a little dull and tacky compared to Wild Rift's lively chicken camps and buffs. And call me old school mobile player, but I prefer the dragon and river instead of a big sea turtle. But that's just me. To summarize, in the graphic department, Mobile Legends doesn't even come close to League of Legends Wild Rift. But you can't really blame them. One is developed by an uprising independent company in China, and the other one is Riot, so... Gameplay and balance. Well, this is a tricky department. Game aside, we have to first lay out the foundation of this comparison. This is a mobile game, and personally, I think if a mobile MOBA wants to be successful, it has to fit into people's basic mobile habits. Otherwise, we're gonna have another Vainglory experience, where the game is extremely good for some people, but most players will do their best to stay away from it. And what does a mobile game require? For starters, it needs to be easily adapted to, fast-paced, and most importantly, fair and fun. And now, let's take a look at both games. Mobile Legends, as you guys already know, kind of fits all three standards we just mentioned, except for the fair and fun part due to how imbalanced the current meta is, and we'll get into that in a bit. What about Wild Rift? Well, first of all, let's talk about adaptability. Different from Mobile Legends, in Wild Rift, you will have to last hit to gain any benefits at all. That means the laning phase of the game will be a lot more intense. Similar to PC version of Wild Rift, you can only purchase items at base. This takes away a lot more snowballing that's currently possible in Mobile Legends, since you can just purchase on the fly. Most importantly, in Wild Rift, every hero has 4 hero skills, 2 battle spells by default, compared to a defaulted 3 hero skills and only 1 battle spells in Mobile Legends. If you add up all the active items, vision wards available in Wild Rift, the game literally has double the active buttons on the bottom right side corner compared to Mobile Legends, and that's freaking intense. I mean, personally speaking, I think this high skill cap threshold will turn away a lot of mobile gamers from other games. Because it's a fact that for most ML players, Mobile Legends is their first and only MOBA they played. To ask them to take a leap of faith and double their control difficulty is a bit too much to ask, in my opinion. Regarding the fast-paced, I won't put too much attention into it since I personally have not get my hands on the game, and I can't give a correct assessment of League of Legends Wild Rift if I don't play it enough. But the developers have said the average intended game time should be around 15 to 20 minutes, which is still much longer than Mobile Legends' 10 to 12 minutes average time. However, I personally do not think this is that much of a problem because if a game is fun, mobile gamers tend to play it for hours straight instead of just fragments of 12 minutes in their day like some other media would make you believe. We just prefer to play in whichever position or wherever we want instead of the restraint of the bulky PC. Now, here comes the important part, fair and fun. From what I know so far, Wild Rift will adapt their PC business model, means everyone will have an absolute even playing field once you step into the game. The only cash purchase item are like skins, in-game decorations, or earlier access to heroes. All runes or emblems, whatever you like to call them, are free for all accounts since creation. In comparison, in Mobile Legends, we all know skins somehow give you extra hero powers. Not that much, but you still feel compelled to buy them. Runes and emblems are something you have to purchase within the game battle points, so it's extremely unfriendly for new players or new accounts who can't even use the skills such as Flicker or Flash, whatever you want to call them, until you play the game for a month or so. Another interesting fact is, since Mobile Legends is developed by a Chinese company that resides in China, their developers rarely play their own game. Most of the balances are done by statistic and data, which makes sense. But they underestimated the most important thing in mobile gaming, which is human negligence. In other words, just because 100,000 first-time players say some hero is overpowered doesn't mean it's actually overpowered. Science is backed by data, observation, and facts, not majority consensus. But unfortunately, that's the current state of ML meta. It's largely unplayable for solo queue, trio queue players. Relatively speaking, Riot does a much better job of getting their community together, sending regular developer updates, talking to the pro players, common players, and so on, and make decisions using multiple sources of input, even though I haven't played the game yet. But for the starters, League of Legends Wild Rift will have distinguished role as jungler, top laner, mid laner, marksman, and support. While for Mobile Legends, you know the vibe guys, it's 5-man mid or feed. Content and eSports. Content-wise, largely for ML, it's based on viewership, not actual content quality. As I mentioned above, the developers barely play their own game. That's why we see new hero coming out frequently, but balance changes are mostly disappointing to say the best. Now, this is the catch. If you don't even have a competitive player who plays the game and knows the actual pain your customer experience on a day-to-day basis in your company, how can you evaluate a content properly? The answer is you can't. It simply doesn't work, and I don't blame them. As I mentioned before, the developer is in Shanghai, China, where the game is not even available. If Moontown developers want to play the game, they will have to be playing on a test server with their equally low-skill colleagues. This is also the reason why I used to spend 8 hours daily making guides for ML, but now I have switched to a more popular route, and that is going Global 1 and gaining exposure that way, since I have failed to gain confidence from Moontown developers on my guides. For League of Legends Wild Rift, I have not played the game yet, but developers seem to be easy to connect and easy to work with, at least on Twitter, and you can easily find all the relevant developers since the information are all public. I hope for a different experience in League of Legends Wild Rift, since they have a proven track record in promoting quality content and working with quality content creators. Regarding esports, Mobile Legends throughout the years have actually progressed in the esports department. Now they have league in SEA, global tournament namely M1, and so on. The prize pool is pretty small, but that's not the main reason why orgs in SEA are jumping on it. Orgs in SEA jumped onto Mobile Legends because it's very cheap to fund a pro player to play the game, and the viewership is quite satisfying for their desire. But even until this point, there is no real esports evolving regions like North America and Europe. Due to the lack of player base, it's simply not justifiable to invest into so much unknown. I can totally understand that, and I think you should understand where Moontown is coming from also. Business is business, you know? Business are in business to make money, and there's no doubt about that. For League of Legends Wild Rift, just read the title again. League of Legends Wild Rift, who is developed by Riot. Have you seen their grand opening for World tournaments? I mean, these esports events are huge, humongous, and they invite celebrities, so people don't just go there for a game, they go there for a real show. It's incredible. I can't wait to find out what Riot can and will do for their mobile counterpart. But the outcome looks very promising right now. I already have sources telling me that esports orgs in US can't wait to jump onto this wagon, so if you are a competitive player in North America or EU, I know that Rita Valor Vainglory was a huge letdown, but League of Legends Wild Rift is something we can all look forward to. This time, hopefully, it's different and bring a stream of fresh air. Now, let's do some real hero comparison. Yasuo from League of Legends Wild Rift and Lancelot from Mobile Legends. Both heroes have a dash skills that resets upon hitting an enemy. The difference is for Yasuo dash skills, you're required to hold down the skill and select the target you want to use the skill on. Where Lancelot, you can just drag the skill, and if there's an enemy unit you hit with the skill along the way, the skill resets. I think this fits much better for mobile gaming experience, and I hope Wild Rift will make changes accordingly to accommodate this. Again, I know the intention is to bring League of Legends experience onto mobile, but the foundation has to fit the mobile gamer experience and habits. For a hero that requires high frequency of skill cast, it's very important for developers to make it smooth and fast. Now obviously, there are still a lot of areas to cover comparing these two games. I'm excited for the release of League of Legends Wild Rift, cause finally guys, a real challenge for Mobile Legends developers. They can just sit back and enjoy the generous support from their fans with little effort. Now, a real run for the money. Can ML survive? What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you.